Hey guys, so welcome to another video guys, and when we hit 15 subs, I'm going to do a review on this microphone guys. So anyways, we are going to do reaction video number 4. Before we did the figure of E100, let's do it a bit low tier this time, that with the E-25. This became a 1 versus 7.
Hey guys, it's Quickie Baby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And this time we've got another prize winner in the 300,000 subscriber replay competition. Congratulations to Dimitri01 from the European server for his winning entry in the E-25.
Subs.
Now what is the E-25? Well, it's a tier 7 German premium tank destroyer, and I haven't done a video on this machine since it was last removed, which I think was December of last year. So, for anyone who hasn't watched any of my videos on this tank, let me get you up to speed. It was removed from the gift shop because it was frankly too powerful and becoming too popular and dominating.
The internet's slow, guys.
This
I'm
tier
posting
7
a
and
video
below
on
matchmaker. It has preferential matchmaking, which is always nice for a premium tank, meaning it can never beat tier 9. And that's a darn good thing because the penetration on the gun is a very lowly 150. And your alpha damage is also very low as well, 135 with the 75mm
so
gun.
give me a sec, guys.
However, when this thing starts firing, as you're going to see in probably just a minute, you're going to realise that it doesn't matter if you only have 135 alpha damage, if you have pretty much a machine gun of a 75mm on this tank, which is quickly able to reload. As we can see here, you get shot after shot into your opponents. But when your penetration is so darn low, 150 as I mentioned, that makes it incredibly challenging to penetrate even equal tiered heavies frontally. But Dimitri is packing quite a few APCR rounds, as is the right thing to do in this vehicle, with 194mm of penetration. Realistically, those things get through maybe an IS-6 or an IS-3 frontally, which are probably some of the most dangerous tanks this machine can meet. So he's firing standard round. Bounce off the front of the T-25's hull. Bounce off the upper hull there. Now bounce off the front plates. 150mm of penetration, unable to test the armour. However, he's loaded the APCR rounds now, butted 3 in a row through the front,
and it just found a weak spot.
Finishes them off. You're seeing the difference about shooting the front
Not
of
the
a
best
T-29
damage, though.
with 150mm to
3 shots for it to
194.
take
That's
1/4
the difference
the health
between
of a
getting
combat.
through that T-29 armour. I draw on the video that I put out maybe a couple of weeks ago on the T-29, highlighting that frontal armour is very nice against these low caliber guns. But usually these 75mm guns are on tank destroyers,
guys,
say,
I'm going to review this microphone again
so
when we hit
why is the
15 subs.
E-25 so good with this 75mm gun? Well, it's this rate of fire. This tank gets an amazing DPM of 2,700.
Its
That's enough to
damage
even
per
make
minute
a
or
comic
DPM
prize
is
of tier 7. And it's only really the
2,700.
Soviet tier 7 tank
It has a
destroyers that
DPM
do
of
go beyond and above the
2,700
DPM of the E-25.
DPM, guys.
Pretty
So
much all of the other tanks, maybe the
it's
T-25AT,
a
the
decent
T-25-2,
DPM considering it's
you know, the Jagdpanther,
not
even the French
best
vehicle, the 1946,
DPM,
all have pretty darn terrible DPM. And he's trying to take on the weak point of that tier 7 British tank destroyer now. Unable to go through it very reliably at all, but now the APCR rounds start to butter it in the 1850A.
APCR is fine.
So, not very much damage here really. Maybe he's put in a few blind shots for a lot of firing at the enemy tanks. And that's quite normal for the E-25, unless you're shooting a very lightly armoured tank, hopefully lower tier than you because of that preferential matchmaking. You're not going to be doing a lot with the rounds that you fire. You do get to fire a
good
lot.
accuracy
And
of
he takes out
25-2.
1, 2, 3 on the enemy team and his
But
ELC.
still normal for its tier.
And there's a good thing he did as well. Look at this platoon.
Not
That's the kind of
saying
platoon
much,
that you
but
have to be worried
for
about.
its tier,
CAMXs are very dangerous
some
tanks with
tanks
those
have
90mm that can quickly
The
outmaneuver
normal
the
for
E-25
a this tier tank is the accuracy
and deal
of
some dirty damage.
0.42, but the accuracy
40
is
alpha.
0.51, and
But the
some of you
E-25
might
isn't a slacker when it comes to mobility.
mistakenly
If I
think
just have
that
a quick check, it gets 65
the bigger
kilometers
the
an hour
number of the
top speed
accuracy, the
at
better,
20
but
going
it's
backwards,
worse
and he's
because
managed to catch
0.51, that's how
the enemy
big
team
the
out in
circle
open.
is.
And from here,
0.42,
there's
that's
only
how
one
big
result.
the circle
Usually,
is.
oh gosh, he missed
The
that
most
shot.
accurate,
2 shots.
I
You've got to
think,
watch
is
out for your
the
ammo.
Hexer.
You already got through
I'm
most
not
of it.
sure,
He's got
but
36
that
rounds
is...
remaining in his tank.
No, that is not that
Luckily,
good.
that one takes him
Wow,
out.
killed
The
3
mobility
already.
of the E-25 is also rather good. It gets a lovely horsepower.
I'm not sure of the best
700
accuracy,
horsepower
but...
engine on this tank, which allows it to absolutely shift, considering the weight isn't
I
even that
read
high.
like the
Yeah, the weight
locks
is
only at
26 tons, giving this
the
an
locks
excellent
is at
horsepower to ton ratio
0.34,
that even a medium tank would love
if
to have.
I'm not mistaken.
So that shell goes right through,
And
and
this
unfortunately takes out
E-25
Dimitri's
is
driver.
running
Not
away
good
because
result for him there, but a quick
it
med
has
pack puts him in.
so much,
And
guys,
unfortunately,
there's so much
although he
tanks
has
surrounding
picked
it.
up 4 kills in
5.
the enemy team,
Okay, it's flanking it.
he is now alone.
I don't even know this
versus
map. This
7.
map isn't in
Now, of course,
Blitz.
3 of those are artillery, but even
I don't want
not
to spoil
accounting for the 3
PC.
artillery, he's still alone versus 4 tanks on the enemy team. He gets spotted as he retreats away from the Sherman 3, that tier 5
no.
British medium tank. How many Shermans are there in this game now? Absolutely crazy stuff. Now,
It's
obviously, he got spotted, so the whole of the enemy team is going to
7.
know what he's up to right now. Will he get spotted again by the Sherman? Yes, he does.
Okay,
Doesn't
got
look like his
spotted
camera
by the
is holding
Sherman
up as
and
well as he wants
took
it to,
out
but this Sherman got a
half
bit
the health of
overconfident
the
there, I
Sherman.
feel. He just stopped in front of an
Maybe not,
E-25,
about one
and that is something that you never want
But
to
not
do.
bad for
Dimitri manages to
considering
avoid
alpha
an artillery
damage.
shell there with a nice little bit of
artillery
maneuvering,
just
and
spotted
another
it.
shell narrowly misses
But
his
no
tank. Now he has a
problemo
Jagdpanzer
with
Fear, a
its
tier 6
healthy
German
speed and
regular tank destroyer
maneuverability
trying to come up behind him.
of
Got to watch out for that. If that
a
Jagdpanzer Fear is
speed
using that short
of
88, that can make quick work of
I'm
the
not sure that it's
E-25.
57 kph.
So tanks that he's got to worry
Climbing.
about still on the enemy team, even though he's now reduced this into a 1 versus 6
Around
situation.
this,
He's got that
the
OI, that
not
gigantic
this,
Japanese
the
tier 6
fastest,
heavy tank. It could
the
remove all of his
fastest
hit
like
points if he
speed
is
that I
using
drove
that
on
huge,
the steepest was
150
with
millimeter
the
first shell doesn't
Spapanzer
fail.
SYC
Now
that
he's
was
got
stacked in the
APCR
world.
loaded right
This
through the
steep,
turret. Remember, his armor is only about
11
150 millimeters,
Ooh,
so in a position like
it
this,
was killed.
he can make short work of a very
Oh,
heavily armored tank, at least for its tier, but with 191 millimeters of APCR penetration. I believe it's 191.
159
No,
millimeters
sorry, it's
of
194
armor piercing
millimeters of
composite
APCR
rigid
penetration.
penetration, guys.
Splitting hairs there, really, aren't I? You can
If Cookie
butter
Baby
your
you're
way through
watching
it.
this, please
So
subscribe
this game
to me.
is really
Please
hotting up now.
subscribe.
He's managed to take out 2 of the
Please
tanks
subscribe,
on the
guys,
enemy
to
team,
me.
leaving
Please
only 2
subscribe,
with
Cookie
3
Baby.
self-propelled guns in support.
Oh,
Finds the bishop in the open. That bishop obviously tried to make his way
oh,
forward.
there's a
Remember
bishop.
that
One of the
self-propelled gun
biggest
has very low range, only up to about
one of the
500
biggest
meters.
turrets. You think a
So he has
tumor
to put
from here.
himself into the thick of the combat to be able to be
If this
effective.
is the
And unfortunately for him,
tracks, the turret is this
I think
gigantic.
he believed that the E-25 was going to make his way along the south of the map towards his base, and he thought he would try and sneak in and get into
Pretend
the
this
capture
is the
and try and put some
tank.
pressure up.
This is the
Not sure if
turret.
that was really the best play. I think if the bishop had stayed around here, he would have probably been able to dish out
Obviously,
punishment
there's a
all
joke.
over the map. And hitting an E-25 with an artillery is a very rewarding experience, as the
He
armor
hit
is a
that
paltry
E-25
50
with
at
an
the front,
artillery,
30 at the
guys.
side,
So
and 30 at the rear.
it's a
So
4
don't think this thing
versus
is going to
1,
be able
guys.
to reliably pull off bounces. Now,
I
shout
have
out
no
to the
idea
bishop on the
what
enemy team. He calls
he
out
is
GG,
doing,
and
is
throughout the game,
running
he
around.
admires the E-25's play, just like I am here. Dimitri handling this game, carrying hard. No matter what tank he is using, he puts in a good shot into the Jagdpanzer Fear, and he
he
gets hit
lost
by
a
the
bunch
short
of hit
88
points
millimeter,
there.
doing just
But
over
he
240
took
damage
the
to his
risk,
tank.
and
Luckily,
he
one bounces,
killed
and that's a
another
great
tank.
result for him, as he does maintain that 483 hit points on his tank and narrowly avoids the enemy artillery. There was a regular
The
shot
artillery
between
was
there, as well as an
5
artillery shell.
inches
Wow,
from
look,
it.
the AT-15A has fallen all the way back to
1
protect
versus
his
3,
artillery.
guys. From 1
I did
versus
not
7, he turned
expect
it to
that.
1 versus 3.
Dimitri very
4
brightly
kill,
Hard
He
turns
is
to the
at
right, not wanting to drive straight towards that Tier 7 premium British tank
7
destroyer that
kills.
is protecting the artillery, and instead
7.
goes up on the hill to hopefully
I'm not sure if it's a 7 or an 8.
and out-snipe him at long range.
It's
One of the
quite
best
far.
features of the E-25 is that its low-profile nature means that this
the
tank
E-25 is not the
has an
highest, it's a
excellent
really low
base
tank,
camera
so it's
rating.
a
And
low
also,
silhouette.
it was introduced before the overall camera rating was nerfed on the tank destroyers when firing, which means that when the E-25 fires, it maintains a huge amount of its camera rating and barely gets spotted by opponents, probably up to about maybe 300, 350 meters,
Wow.
depending obviously on their view
When
range.
it
So
fires,
you can out-sneak your
couldn't be
opponents.
spotted from
So it looks like
350
Dimitri is
meters.
not using binoculars. I can only believe that he
Wow.
instead elects to use coated optics on this
One
tank.
of the best camera
Personally,
ratings
for me,
a
I like to
tank,
use
guys.
a rammer, a camo net, and binoculars, just to accentuate that completely unbalanced
I don't
camera
like
rating,
turretless
and
tanks. I
probably
only
it
like
was one
that,
of the
so that's
reasons
my
why
favorite. That's my
the tank was
only
removed.
turretless tank
Now,
I like.
Dimitri
There's
only
this
has
that
5
tracking
shells
shoot the
remaining
shotgun,
in
you'll be able
this
to
tank,
turn,
and
and
so
when
it
they
was
shoot the
very
shotgun,
brave
it's
of him to
damage.
fire one of that AT-15A blind. He has to kill
Only if many
3
people are
Tier
carrying
7
high
vehicles
explosives.
with 5
Not many
shells.
are.
How is he going to manage this one? This is one of my favourite aspects of this replay. At the end, how at the beginning he was just firing away willy-nilly with his shells all over the place, and now he has to be very conservative. And you can be with the E-25 because the accuracy on the tank is very nice. I believe it's 0.3 or 0.31, maybe 0.32, can't quite remember off the top of my head there. Can he find this AT-15A? If I was in this, I'd be using binoculars to try and get a catch on him.
Never mind,
Great
accuracy is
shot
at
into the component.
0.51.
He takes a huge
It's
risk there, using
0.31.
20% of his remaining ammo with that single shot. And now he has
It's
4.
2 centimeters short.
Luckily, the fact that the artillery is camping gives away his position. And remember what we said,
But
that
good
many tank
accuracy.
destroyers in the game couldn't manage to get back to the cap circle in time, but the E-25 is not one of them. It's an absolute scuttling crab of a tank, low profile, able to get where it is needed to carry the game. So he stops on this ridge line.
So their
He
base is
doesn't manage
getting
to see any of his
captured.
opponents. Probably
It's a
down to the
2
poor
versus
view range
1.
that he has, because he won't be reaching view range cap with a 360 meters base view range on this tank, even if he's using coated
Impact.
optics. The Lorraine gets spotted, it
Minus
looks like he knows about it.
252
That guy's already picked up 3
on
kills
the
this game, but
charioteer.
it doesn't save him.
It's a 1
Great
versus
shooting
1,
there.
guy. It's neck and neck.
Didn't really feel like he
Him
was
versus
fully aiming
an
those shots.
artillery,
Took
one
some
of the
risks,
worst
but
things
luckily
that
they all flew true.
like one of the
Taking
worst
out that
scenarios,
Tier
especially
7
when you have
self-propelled
only
gun.
2/3 of your health left.
But now he has
Because
to deal with
he
a
rushed
GW
attack.
Panther on the enemy team, who hasn't been
It's a
spotted yet,
GW
which, for all intents and
Panther.
purposes, means that he's likely to be on full health.
Oh,
Now, where will the
it's
artillery
in
be if
full
he hasn't
health.
been spotted? Well,
The
I guess he could be skulking
Panther,
around this kind of an area, but it's more likely that he's probably cowering behind the wreck of the AT-15A that fell
It's
back to
hiding
base
the
to try and
AT-15.
protect him.
How could you say quicker,
He
baby?
makes his way
How
down.
could you
I
say?
can only imagine that he's using coated optics in this tank, vents, and probably a gun rammer. A very different setup to how I personally like to play my E-25, but who am I to say? Dimitri here is on
He's
10 kills,
rushing.
going hunting his 11th, and to get the
Wow.
Colonel's medal and to finish off a game in 1
Never
versus
mind.
7. It's got 1
But
shell
on
remaining. How is he going to
it's
handle this
42
situation?
here.
He rams the GW
60
Panther.
on flat
The
terrain.
GW Panther misses, and he finishes
He got
off
shot
with his
twice by the
remaining kills,
Panther.
enduring
He was still
the
able to
fate.
kill the
What
Panther.
an
Give it on,
absolutely
guys.
ludicrous end to this
60
game.
kPa
Dimitri, your
for this.
approach might have been
Boom
slightly
ram,
unconventional, but damn was it effective
Boof
as you
dead.
secure the win. Such a brave play at the end, knowing what you needed to do with
If
your
you want
one
to see
shell
more
remaining.
reaction
I
videos, guys,
personally
please
love
put
watching
down
higher
in the
tier
likes down
Colopanov's medals,
below,
especially when they're
guys.
against more
And
than 5 opponents.
Thank
You
you
can
guys
learn
for
a
all your
lot about a
support.
player as to
And
how he
thanks,
handles
guys,
his
for
vehicle when
watching.
he's under some
And
serious
see you
pressure
in the
like
next
Dimitri was
reaction
here.
video.
I love Dimitri.